Welcome to another episode of Bargainman Saturdays. Now, originally I was going to cover Better Off Dead, but I decided I don't want to waste a good movie, because I haven't really had time to think about writing a script this week. And since I skipped doing work yesterday, I'm now behind on like 4 videos. So I figured I'd take a look at another movie, Undercover Kids, from this family collection, which I had previously looked at The Ghost Club from this collection. And let's face it, The Ghost Club wasn't very good either. It's definitely worse than Undercover Kids. Undercover Kids at least has a more coherent and believable story, albeit it has such a corny script and such bad acting throughout that you're probably going to be even less interested in it. At least the Ghost Club could be argued to be a somewhat interesting mess at times. While Undercover Kids is largely just a very meh, seen it movie. I mean, you got bad child actors, you got a very obvious story plot where you obviously know who's going to be the villains or antagonists, if you prefer, considering we're talking about vandalizing a high school in order to frame some other club for the actions that went on, just so your club's budget doesn't get cut. And yes, the main reason the club that's acting out is doing so is because they don't want to lose money. Or funding, I guess would be the better word for the issues here. Because the school is apparently running low on cash and needs to cut some of the clubs. And by saying that, I've probably given away more of the movie than I needed to. But let's face it, it's a very simple, straightforward story with very few ups and downs in action. The movie just doesn't have a very well thought out script and doesn't have any real rises and falls before you get to the final ending scene, where the kids reveal who did it and play a recording of them admitting to being responsible for what happened. And that's basically the only real high point we have, really. There's no real, we get threatened, but they don't really care about that, so they don't really play it into the whole we have to get over our fear angle for more than 5 seconds before moving on. So there's no real drama there to help push the story forward. And this is a problem that just plagues the whole movie. It's basically a long attempt to build up a case, but most of the evidence is so circumstantial that it's just not very interesting as clues. Yes, they're clues, but they're such vague, useless clues for the most part, and most of them obviously point in the wrong direction. It also doesn't help that the movie's trying to be basically revealing a past event, so you don't really care too much either. Because you already know the case has been solved, so there's less interest in what's going on because it's not a current event. It's a past event, and trying to explain a past event in an interesting way can be very difficult, especially when the end of the job is going to be so obvious. I guess if you want, you can watch Undercover Kids. I don't really recommend it. Not unless you need a very, I've seen it movie. Until next time. See ya.
Not so fast. Everyone raps here.